Today on Running to Him.
Jesus provides for our needs. We bring a little to Him, and He multiplies it. Today's reading is John chapter 6, 1 through 40, and we'll concentrate on verses 11 through 14. John 6, 11 through 14 says, Then Jesus took the loaves, and having given thanks, He distributed to all who were seated. Likewise all of the fish, as much as they wanted. And when they were filled, He said to His disciples, Gather up the leftover fragments, so that nothing will be lost. So they gathered them up, and filled 12 baskets with fragments from the 5 barley loaves that were left over by those who had eaten. Therefore, when the people saw the sign which He had performed, they said, This is truly the prophet who is to come into the world. Now, some of you know a little of my story. My teenage years were troubled not because of the law, but because of my family situation. After my father died in the second half of my senior year, the principal ended my high school career by calling and telling my mother that he would allow me to graduate because he felt sorry for my mother. After that, he never wanted to see me again. Tony and I married when she was 18 and I was 21. I didn't have any conception of what a marriage was like, and until we found Christ almost 3 years later, we stumbled through our marriage, not knowing what to do, but knowing something had to be better than what we had. When I applied at Dallas Bible College, I was provisionally accepted, but the academic committee wrote a letter to the director of admissions stating I would not last 3 weeks. But God had been working on Tony and me, and while at Dallas Bible College, He took the little we had and morphed it into a ministry with the chaplains at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. We spent 2 summers in Germany working with overseas Christian servicemen centers. Tony became the food service manager at the college, and after my graduation and beginning my master's degree, I became the college's director of admissions. None of those things would have been possible in our strength or ability. Instead, it was God who multiplied our feeble minds and talents to impact individual lives. And there are many stories just like that about the other graduates of Dallas Bible College who are impacting the world in ways impossible without God's multiplication. So a question comes up. What are all of us going to lay before God so that He can multiply it and bless the world through it? How much are we willing to give God out of the abundance from that which He has given us? I just had a conversation with a woman who was going to Zambia to take over an orphanage whose founders are too old to continue. Now, she isn't young, but God prepared her for this ministry through another small one she worked with for several years. We live in opulence. Even the poorest here in the United States live better than the poor in other countries. Do we have some bread and some fish that we can give to God so that through us we can impact the world for Christ? Now, I don't necessarily mean money. I mean our lives.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.